So there I am, a month and a half ago, seeing that there is a hunger for animation on YouTube. Massive interest! So I say to myself, Self, you're an animator. You have been for 29 years, for both TV and movies. This would be a great opportunity to let loose and just have some fun. So I throw up a channel and boom! Coppa! Or Coppa. Now I don't want to go into a big long thing about what Coppa is, so I'll just sum up briefly. Coppa, or Child Online Protection Act, came out in 1998, intended to protect kid users' information from falling into the hands of individuals or companies. So YouTube told the FTC, hey, don't worry about them because they weren't doing that. Nope, not them. They were as pure as the driven snow. Except they weren't. As it turned out, YouTube was indeed gathering info on kid users, and the FTC caught them and sued them for $170 million. So about a day's worth of YouTube earnings. Yeah. So what came next were the orders for YouTube creators to rate their own videos one of two ways. 1, for kids. 2, not for kids. Sounds simple enough, right?
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
If you mark your stuff for kids, you lose all incentive to do the video content, including ad revenue, playlists, recommendations, pretty much all searchability, and of course, comments. Mark it not for kids, you run the risk of some faceless FTC or YouTube bureaucrat finding you and taking your channel away from you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Thus sending shockwaves through the YouTube creative channels as they are left to grapple with what really is a no-win situation. Welcome to YouTube Creators Cafe. Would you like your plate of hot death by shark or by piranha? Yes, I think I would prefer my hot death by shark, please. Awesome. Just awesome. Really great job you've done there, YouTube and Google. Really, really good. So, here's what I just can't seem to understand. Number 1! So if it takes someone above the age of 13 to even sign up for a YouTube Google account, it stands to reason that these little goobers are piggybacking on the accounts of the parents, yes? Now, I'm not a rocket scientist or anything, but doesn't that mean that whatever information that is being picked up is that of the parents who agreed to the terms of service upon getting a Google YouTube account to begin with? And not the child's info, since it's not his account? So how the heck is YouTube getting children's info? Number 2! Now, if YouTube and Google find that they have children who are using the account wrongly, why not terminate that account immediately as opposed to terminating and wrongly targeting us lovely, talented, uber cuddly creators who are doing nothing other than doing what they signed on to do in the first place? Create! Instead, we are having to pay the price for YouTube's poorly set up system. Now, I've heard that there's something with the law that says YouTube can't ban or bar someone from watching content, only those that create it. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Who is it that's breaking the rules here? The terms of service. It isn't us creators, it's the user. In this case, the kids, and by default, the parents that are letting the kids have access to their account. Hello, calling YouTube. Hello. Oh my gosh. Number 3. So finally this question. On one big fat greasy hand you have Google. On the other big fat greasy hand you have YouTube. Now these are $1 billion companies filled with the cream of the crop smart peoples. I mean super brilliant, super evil, genius, smarty pants folk. So to all these super brilliant people I say this. Is this the best y'all could come up with? Seriously? This is the best he can come up with. Nuking tens of thousands of YouTube creator accounts, stripping them from any and all incentives to be a creator, including revenue, taking away ways of communications with fans, taking away searchability. This, putting them at risk for your idiotic mistakes. Now, far be it for little old me to tell you how to do your smarty pants job. And I'm just spitballing it here, but in addition to the 2 options that you've given us, 1, marking videos as for kids, and 2, marking them not for kids, and all the issues that creates for us creators, how hard is it to give creators a 3rd option to pick from? How about something for general audiences? Creators just want to do content that appeals to a mass audience and not necessarily targeting just a kid's audience. Lastly, just a little something that made me say, With the mass panic that has been hitting all creative channels due to the upcoming Coppa Act, I gotta say I find it a little odd that most of the established animation channels that have been around a few years, most of them haven't said a peep about it, which is weird because it's them that I think the FTC is going to hit and hit hard due to their sub rankings. I mean, not me. I mean, I just started.
I'm just a baby YouTuber right now.
I reached out via the comments section to ask them about it. No answer. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but yeah, it's kind of odd. I mean, maybe they've got an exemption thing worked out with YouTube, or they know something that all of us others don't know about. Either way, it'd be nice if one of them could say something about it, because, their opinion means something. So, where do I go from here? Well, as I said, I'm brand new to this whole YouTube thing, like just starting. I could axe this whole thing today and no problem. But I still think this would be a blast, so I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna hold off a little bit on some of the things I want to do just to see how this all shakes out. So stay tuned. I appreciate your patience with all this nonsense, and hopefully everything will work out just fine.
Steve Garcia, this is the FTC. We want to have a talk with you about a rabbit that you're planning for a future video. Come out with your hands up.
You'll never take me alive, Coppa!